Third check. Check 1, 2. Third check.
Ha! There it is. Okay.
Check 1, 2. Third check.
Ha! There it is. Okay.
Turn that off. Put you there. Okay. Sorry, I was having some audio trouble. So I'm going to start the stream, start recording now. Good morning. This is Ryan with Coffee and Resales. And we had a good evening. We had a good day. Last 24 hours, had good sales. Good batch of sales. 8 sales since the last stream. So, we're going to go through them. Nothing. I don't think we didn't have one like mind-blowingly excellent, but we had some good stuff go. So that's what we're going to go over. And okay, starting off, this was the latest thing that sold. And I think I showed these a couple days ago because somebody asked about them. A couple old children's books by. What is this? Laura Lee Hope. Good binding. Neat looking old books. I think they're from the 40s. No, 20s. Both from the 20s. So 1920s. Not 2020s. So 100-year-old books. And you'll find, kind of as the years go on, books seem to hold their conditions a little bit better, particularly if they're kept well. So I've noticed a lot of stuff from the late 1800s. I don't know, the bindings aren't in the page, and like they were just cheap. There was just some better book manufacturing, I guess, in the early 1900s, and stuff is starting to stay together a little bit better. Anyway, $8, $7.50 for these two. A little less than I was going for, but like I said, I always grab old books pre-war because at $1 a piece or less, they're usually worth grabbing if they're in good condition. You can get something for them, and usually you get a little lucky. So that's what that is. Next up, something I listed yesterday, like right after the stream ended. Where'd they go? Here they are. 3 Daw Yellow Spines. Maybe I should have looked these up. These sold for $10, easy, like immediately. So I thought I looked them up, and like no offers, no nothing. They sold within a day of listing. So Daw Yellow Spines, $10 for all 3. So as I said before, these things worth grabbing. Next up, and those cost me probably $1 a piece at most. All right, next up. So I've had this for a while. I'm actually $11. This is a Armani Exchange men's extra small, which you don't see much. I almost was about to drop this and give it to one of my kids. $11, good condition. Not Henley, it's more of a sweater style, thick. Just nice. It's just. I'm not sure how Armani Exchange relates to straight up to Armani, but I've had this probably for over a year, and had it up, and finally just started getting cold. Somebody needed something warm, so there you go. All right, next is Blood Lad English manga. $17 for volume 1 through 3 of Blood Lad. You are more and more finding manga out there and I can get it in the children's section 50 cents a piece. I almost always grab them if they're in decent shape. You can be able to line them up, sell them for $2 to $3 a piece minimum. If you can get collections, good runs, they can do again. They can get more for them. If you can get an out of print manga that is a little old, that's money. I have sold $30 and $40 single issue mangas before, that were just out of print. So those are the ones you gotta really watch for. And usually they're in the kids section. I had an aggravating when there was one of the thrift stores started bundling them and running the prices up to about $3 a piece. And I think I grabbed one that was worthwhile, but at the prices they're asking, they're not worth it. Not there. I'll look them up. I don't just automatically grab those. And my price to just grab them is $1 a piece or less, and maybe 50 cents a piece if I kind of recognize it. Because I've got a box full over there. I've kind of lotted up a few, and they haven't moved lately. I think they will, but they just haven't. Next up is something else that I listed yesterday. 2 vintage Gillette safety razors. These went for $13 for the pair. I got them for $2 or $3 for both of these. It didn't immediately get snacked up, so I think I priced these just right. They didn't. Maybe I could have gotten a few more for them. Maybe if I had priced them at $19.99, maybe I would have gotten 15 or something like that. But I doubt it. I'm not too knowledgeable about them. Maybe I should have studied them a little harder. But pair for this is something like this. Like there's ways to date them, but this design didn't change for like 80 years or something. Anyway, there you go. $13 for the pair of those. Next up, we have. Ooh, this was fun. Picked this up in a lot of. This is a flip off of a Poshmark lot that I got that I think was way underpriced. Justice League. This is like the early 2000s Justice League cartoon or Justice League Unlimited. Superman. These guys are starting to find a little more value. This was $11. I've got a handful that are between $10 and $15. I think I'll eventually sell them at. And those are like the slightly more rare characters. So those things, they're fairly worthwhile to snag. If you can give them 50 cents or $1 a piece. Well, I got these. It's probably about $1 a piece off of a Poshmark lot that went up for sale. And I saw them and started looking them up, and like one of them, I think if I sell one more, it'll cover the whole price, and then I'll be in the good on it. So anyway, Superman, older Superman, we're seeing early 2000s toys start to kind of find some of their value along those lines. Okay, next up. Okay, I'll do this guy. This is one of mine growing up as a kid. I got a box of this is actually older 1950s, 1960s Christmas stuff. And I put him up for like 15. I just took an offer of 10 on him. He's real light, so he's going to ship cheap. And so I got a box full of just family stuff that we didn't need anymore. And so we're putting it up, and that's good. I think he used to jingle. You don't jingle, but what he does is his hands used to tie together. You stick them on, there's your elf on the shelf. You have that. Anyway, there you go there. Next up, this one. Again, this is a recent. This is I got this last week, I think. Signed copy of Trials of Apollo, Tower of Nero. Riordan signs a bunch of stuff, so this isn't a major. What is this? $20 I got for this. So Riordan signs a ton, and a few authors along kind of in this genre do that, where they'll go through and they'll just like sign hundreds and hundreds of copies in a day. They got like a whole system set up. I think there's a Brandon Sanderson video that shows how he goes and just goes like you look at the autograph. That don't take real long to do. So, $20, good find there. So I paid $1 for this. So finally, boots. I like boots. I would wear them more often if it didn't hurt my back to wear them all day. I used to, but a pair of Justin. These are real basic. Justin Basics. These are more modern, made in China, but they're Justin boots. 35 shipped. I think I paid 10 for these, and I got another pair that I sold for something like 50. Not this boot. I had a pair of lizard skins that had some damage on them that I sold. So, I'll come out ahead. 2 pairs of boots for like $20, and so glad to see these go because they take up a bunch of room. I wish I'd have moved them faster. I know enough about boots to be dangerous, I guess. So, and I know enough to, I'll look up an occasional pair, particularly if they're up for $10. Yeah, I'll look them up. So, that's about my line on boots, unless I see something that's like, but I've sold a few pairs of boots over the years, but you gotta be careful. They're bulky. You're looking at $10 in shipping minimum. I think these are going close, so I'm fortunate. If they were going to California, I may not make money on these. The new new Postal Service Ground Advantage makes these more economical too. You don't have to ship these priority anymore, and get the protections. You can ship them Ground Advantage, and kind of get the same thing. So, the Ground Advantage is great because it takes place parcel post. You get the same thing as priority, and it just works better. I wish Poshmark would go to it because I think things would come out better. So, anyway, boots. So, and I don't have anything. I had some other stuff I had to do yesterday, so I don't have any great finds to throw up today. I'll be doing a little bit of listing this afternoon. Put a bunch of stuff up on Facebook Marketplace to see if I could get that way easier. So a lot of my kids' books, but I gotta make sure I do some listing today. I don't think I listed anything Monday. I was not feeling great. So that is today's. I didn't record. That's fine. I did. That's today's stuff. 8 sales, which is that's a good sales day for me. Usually I go top out at 2 or 3 a day, give or take. But dropping 8 in a 24-hour period that's not a weekend is pretty good. Yeah, I'll see that Thursday, Friday sometimes, but not on a Tuesday, Wednesday. So, good day. Let's get these boxed up and shipped out. Have a good day.